Okay, people, is it just me? Is it just me? Or do you think that there's a possibility, a pretty big possibility at that, that the Dark Triad is about to wreck the captains? Black Clover chapter 275. Boy, it was a steamy one. On one end of it, you got Mereoleona going nuts, going bonkers in them flames, kicking major tail to say the least, and I ain't gonna lie. It's par for the course with the badassery of Mereoleona. Just got to throw that in there. So, you know, there's a big part of the chapter that is just straight up action-packed Mereoleona. But then on the other hand, which it's for the most part just the final page, but it still is very prominent and important, with the arrival of the captains at the end in front of the Dark Triad and the massacre that's about to go down, because they've been the Dark Triad for a reason, okay? Let's not forget what happened. Let's not forget the L's that we have taken already, and Yuno's there like, yeah, I'm about to finish. I don't think it's gonna be that way, okay? The Dark Triad, Monica, Dante, Xenon, Let's talk, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's talk some of that Black Clover greatness! Mereoleona though, woo, them buttons, I'm just saying, they placed those buttons very particularly. Tabata, you know what you're doing, you thirst trapping motherfuckers, like, yo, let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
So this chapter of Black Clover, like I said in the intro, a lot of action. Mereoleona showcasing why we adore her, why she is one of the queens of badassery when it comes to the Black Clover series. Just, I was like, yo, with Mereoleona, and of course the ending, but we gotta start from the top because there's some interesting things to take away, and continuing to add to one of my theories I've had, I don't even know how many months now, it's been a while, that I've had regarding Noct and his potential allegiance, alliance, and where he stands with everything. Is he really riding with us? What is going on? Like, you gotta just think, let's just take into totality everything we've seen of Noct up until this point, including this chapter, where this dude is like, he has a lot of control. Remember, he's not a captain, even though he's standing in place for Yami technically or whatever. He's not a captain, he's a vice captain, but he's really all over the place. Just think about it for a second. He was spying on the Spade Nation, going back and forth in there, so that's one major thing. He was spying on the Black Bulls for a long time. He knows everything about all of them. He's been spying everywhere. He was there where Mereoleona, watching Mereoleona. He's there strategizing, giving them the playbook of what we're going to do, controlling the narrative, controlling the situation. I'm just saying that if he turns out to be an enemy, boy, it's not obvious, but kind of there. I'm just saying, because like, he's been controlling a lot. He's been a lot of places. He's all over the place, watching it, and if he's plotting and planning them, yeah, he's been doing it. In the beginning of the chapter, he's giving an explanation as to how the Tree of Qilfoth and the Ritual of the Advent, how it goes down, and it's basically a telling of, okay, you need the tree with Yami and William inside of it, and then you need the other 3 Triad members surrounding it to equal the power in order to get things going, and that basically, if you stop one of the Dark Triad, you knock one of them off, it's game over. They can't get the tree, and they can't get the ritual to move forward. So that's one of the big things, is we gotta essentially stop the Triad. And to be honest with you, I think that it's gonna get to a point that regardless of what happens, even if, let's just say, one of the Triad members get knocked off, that tree is going one way or another. Like, you know, I never really thought about it. I know people are gonna get a little bit upset, just a smidge upset, but I never really thought about the Tree of Qilfoth and how it could potentially have been inspired by either the Tree of Might from Dragon Ball Z, or even the tree from, you know, the vine tree in Naruto / now Boruto. Just saying. So I see that this plan is going to go full force no matter what. Whatever happens with one of the Dark Triad, whether one of them die, one of them whatever, it's still gonna happen one way or another. And I ain't gonna lie, it did feel, and I don't know if it's because of the writing per se, or is it just that, again, Noct isn't completely, in my opinion, just my opinion, to be trusted. Because when he's talking, Noct is like, yo, and yeah, maybe we could use the anti-magic to stop it, but I'm not sure that that'll actually work. And also, I'm sure you guys will hate me if we kill William Vengeance and Yami. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, I mean, I guess it's a possibility, but would really Asta swinging a sword to stop the tree really end up potentially killing them? I mean, again, it's possible, but it just sounds like Noct making sure he covers all bases so that they don't just throw out, like, why don't we just have Asta attack the tree and it'll be over? He, again, maybe he's covering all bases to make sure that they stop this thing at all costs. Maybe there's something more. Like, I can't freaking stop. I just gotta keep saying it. I feel as though he wants this to go down. He wants to break the barriers, and he has probably a whole other plan for Asta and his anti-magic sword aside from just this. So yeah, when he was saying that, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, yeah, Noct, yeah. Don't trust this motherfucker. Make sure, yo, nobody, don't trust him, please. And Noct, once again, continuing to give direction. I mean, who the hell died and hired him as the boss of everything? Because he's like, yo, if there's some of the foot soldiers, we'll leave like one decoy, but we gotta make sure we get as many people as we can to the end to fight the Triad. But yeah, we just gotta move militant like that. And I'm just kind of like, again, like, okay, cool plan, but why are you in charge of all this? Who died and made you captain of the captains? Like, you're a vice captain, and at that, you've never even been around. You've just been a creep in the shadows watching everybody. Like, yeah. And we see that the ancient demon was not knocked out last chapter by Mereoleona, despite the fact that she was putting in work, but he's still at it. He's still kind of swinging around there, and we got a flashback of, once again, par for the course of, I guess, this review. I'm going to keep on harping on it. I'm sorry, but Noct, he was this time being a creep and lurking around Mereoleona and watching her while she was bathing in lava, which, oh my god, like, I really want, and I might have mentioned this last review, I'm not sure, but I gotta mention it again, I really want Mereoleona versus Vonica. A lot of people said, Fornev, you bugging, you crazy, like, Vonica would get her shit wrecked by Mereoleona, and maybe, but I don't know, fam. Like, Vonica showed that she's no joke, she ain't no game, and especially, like, you throw a little bit of that magicular magic in there, like, I still want it. And maybe if Mereoleona gets slowed down a bit by fighting this ancient demon and all this shit, it would make for a fairer battle, because again, according to people's assessments, they say, like, Mereoleona is just way above. That's why they sent her to the ancient demon to begin with, although, looking at it like, yeah, it could very well be that she's one of the most capable. Why not? She wants a challenge at that. She's talking about in the flashback of like, yo, I can actually get stronger, Hell's here, and he's like, I'll set you up with the perfect opponent, don't worry about it, while she's there. And yo, what a hard ass that she's talking to him, and she's like, oh yeah, the two that were captured, I don't care. But what about the people that captured them? How strong are they? Let me know. And we also got major confirmation that Noct doesn't appreciate the body of a curvaceous, gorgeous woman like Mereoleona, because when he shows up, he's like, can you put some clothes on? No, fam. No. She don't need to, okay? And seeing Mereoleona going in, I was just like, screw the Noct shit for right now, whatever. Like, yeah, creep dude, all over the place, plotting, planning, yada yada. But when she showcases what seemingly is her new form, Hell Incarnate, and she's just going in non-stop saying, I'm going to defeat a legend. I love seeing that. I wish Fuegoleon had more of that burning fire that she does, no pun intended, like, because, you know, we've seen the backstory of the both of them and how they were, like, growing up together, but she was just naturally talented, and he worked really hard, and he's talented too, but she's just like a monster. Like, I wish we could get, like, a competition between the both of them, like Fuegoleon and her fighting the ancient demon to see who could stop him first, who could take him down first. But she's in and of herself, don't get me wrong, very capable, because we see she is just pulling out all the stops, kicking his ass, using which I'm imagining again it's draining her. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like a walk in the park. I'm sure she's gonna be weakened by the time it's all said and done of this fight against the ancient demon. But man, and by the way, Tabata, we're on to you, fam. We know what you was doing, we seen it, making sure those buttons are perfectly placed there. We know what you're doing, fam, but it's okay. We understand. Like, we feel the same way. And I mean, for crying out loud, her body itself became mana, which was insane. But like, if you think about it, she's freaking bathing in volcanoes and lava, seemingly. So yeah, it's not that shocking of how epic and amazing Mereoleona is. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, no, I expect that from one of the baddest of them all. Like, yeah, baby, you do your thing, Mereoleona. We'll be right here, like, I'll be clapping you on from afar. And the epicness of Mana Zone full release, go back to sleep mode. I was like, the action. A lot of which you could argue paneling wise, it does feel as though like Tabata was making sure, like, cause he's been stepping it up. Like, we had a lot of, for months and months, 15-page chapters. We've been getting the last couple of weeks of like 17-page chapters, but it is due to, like, you see, like, he's using a lot of big spreads, and sometimes you could argue maybe he's wasting some panels and making shit really big. I appreciate just the epicness of the action, so I'm not complaining, but yeah, some people might argue that. And then the end of the chapter, the captains arriving in front of the Triad, and I ain't gonna lie, I got a bad feeling about this. I feel as though the Triad is going to wreck them, or we're gonna see this is where the betrayal starts from Noct. Just saying, maybe there's a possibility next time we're gonna see like majority of the captains, except maybe like Yuno or one of them, are gonna escape, and then we're gonna find out that Noct set them up to fail to begin with, because again, something doesn't feel right. This is very quick at that, and Black Clover is usually quick, but goddamn, this was really quick, getting to the Dark Triad at the end, and Mereoleona fighting this ancient demon, shit that you thought would take like 2 or 3 times the amount of chapters. We're here. So yeah, honestly though, the epicness of Mereoleona, I can't get over it. I love that girl. She's amazing. Curious what you guys thought of this chapter. Am I just too paranoid about Noct, or do you guys feel that there's anything that feels a little slightly off at the very least, of like, he's just everywhere and he's plotting everybody's movements? Like, what's up with that? And your thoughts on and predictions at that of the battle with the captains and the Dark Triad now that they've arrived there is like, here we go, baby. It feels like the final fight, but Asta's not there. So, I mean, clearly the captains are probably going to get like, just think about it for a second. This could potentially be somewhat like, remember when Madara soloed the Kage, the 5 Kage? Maybe it's going to be something like that, but of course it's going to be the Triad, so it's not going to be a soloing thing. But yeah, go Monica. Now, your overall thoughts and expectations for Black Clover chapter 276. I want to say next chapter might be the last chapter for 2020, if I'm not mistaken, because I think we go on break after that. Maybe I'm off on that, but yo, let's do it, baby. Let's get it. That's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I have to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and once again, shouts out to Mereoleona, putting in that work, baby. Love it.
It's nights like this, and times like this, what's that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch.